Good morning, guys. Mike, aka Crypto Jewels. All right, we have got finally some exciting action to be looking at and to watch for. So overall, for those of you guys new to the channel, ultimately what I believe we've got working here is a larger degree 1-2-1-2 structure, being this 1, 2, and then this 1, 2, and potentially our bottom in, and then making our way up to our third wave structure, which could be, over $50,000. So, all right, with that being said, we have been looking at this boring, frustrating, annoying structure now for quite some time, which I believe happens to be a two-wave structure. The way I believe this is broken down now, we originally had this originally we had this as, several different counts. It's morphed and changed throughout the entire process as we've been trading this. And, again, we have navigated this pretty well, given the nasty nature of the correction, understanding the potential upsides in certain scenarios and understanding the potential downside in certain scenarios. We had some, a lot of failed follow-through attempts to flush this thing out. And then finally, just here a couple of days ago, we did get that final flush. But I had two counts on the chart as of the last video, which is the orange WXYXZ, which was really looking for, one more leg lower. That got invalidated in that count. So I'm taking that off the chart now, and we can assume that what we ended up getting was this WXY, which would break down as this WX and then an A, B, and then an ending diagonal for our C wave, which is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and potentially the bottom being in. So I've got this count only on the chart. We still could be something else, but really, we've been talking about needing to get a 5-wave structure like so off of the low, first and foremost, in order to even start to consider the bottom being in. And then we would need a 3-wave hold and then a break back above the top of that 5. So ultimately, as of right now, we have step 1 in place. So here's step 1, this 5-wave structure: 1, 2, 3, a 4, and a 5. So now we need our 2-wave support to hold in order to really start to validate this count. So we want to see a 3-wave structure like so, like I've got here on this chart, and I want to see this zone hold. So typical 2 waves retrace, really 50 to 61.8% retracement level, but a shallow 2, could go 382, and a deep 2 could go 786. So ultimately, our support zone is this entire area, which is 25,254 up to 26,222. Now that's on the Bitstamp chart. So obviously, whatever chart you're on, those price values are going to be just slightly different. But ultimately, that is the area that we need to hold in order to have a potential 2-wave structure in place. And then from there, we need to impulsively break back above the top of that 1-wave or that 5-wave. That would indicate to me that we have a bottom in. And then from there, I would anticipate this to, roughly target, about $30,000, $31,000, which would be, a double top. And then from there, that would just be our first wave of our larger degree 3-wave up. So same thing goes here. Then you would need a 3-wave correction and then a break back above the top of that 1, really, in order to say, okay, now we're heading to our final target of our 3-wave. So ultimately, on the micro, we need this 1-wave to be validated, and then our target ultimately is going to be around $31,000 or so from there. So, things are looking good. Things are looking promising. We did not, I really was looking for this zone here to get hit, which it did not. We almost got to the 50% retracement level, but just got gobbled up right before we got there. It looks like if this is the bottom, we bottomed about 24,750 and 50% was at 24,635. So, we didn't get to the 50% retracement level, but we did get, down into this support zone area for this potential two wave here. So ultimately, I'm satisfied with the structure in place from a technical standpoint. This is completely valid. And, we could be ready to finally impulsively move our way up. So it's exciting, but that's ultimately what we need to see happen in order for bulls to tell us that they have regained control. So there you go, guys. See y'all later.